Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon from Nigeria. Good morning to those in the America, Canada, Jamaica, and the host of others. And then good afternoon to the Europe and the Asian. How are you doing today? I hope we are fine. Like we know, as we heard, there is no time. So all eyes are on ONPASSIVE. We cannot pretend that we don't know. So we are always here, are being carried along at every bit of the process. And I am not alone. Others out there that have the great heart for the people, for the young. So once in a while, I will have them with me to tell our people why passionate about this great opportunity that God has given to us through a man. I am not talking from Abuja as I used to be. I'm talking to you from Benue State today. Yes, but I still remain the same person, Pastor Paul. Because today edition or section is a special. One of our own mama in the house who would the matter be, like my own. Sometimes I used to but when it comes to mother doesn't joke exactly as it is and the way it would be better for you. Non-passive daily prophet, as the heard today's section, I have some of you might have seen her before, either physically and all of that, because for me and many others, we are. Because recently he came all the way from United States of America to take care. It's not a new face, but to those of you that have been seeing today, she's there in Nigeria virtually, and then we must carefully. You are welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, wherever you're coming from. Thank you, Pastor Paul, for inviting me to your platform today, the Eye on ONPASSIVE Daily Trumpet. How are you doing?
I am fine. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't think I don't have enough time. The introduction, because people want to know you. They want you everywhere, but they don't know you. So you tell them yourself, so that tomorrow nobody will see me and say, nobody will come. Dr. Pat, who should be? Can you hear and hear her or on your own? That I leave you to tell our people who you are, and just that is the introduction. Go ahead.
Thank you, Pastor Paul. I humble myself. My name is Patience Ajongwen. I was born in Cameroon, in a city called Boya, precisely, where I went through my secondary education, and I gained a government scholarship to study abroad, specifically the United Kingdom, where I studied statistics and mathematics. And I graduated with a first-class honors degree, a bachelor's degree in statistics and mathematics. I then moved on to do a Master's of Philosophy in Mathematical Statistics, where my thesis was the prediction of factor VIII level in hemophiliac patients using stochastic process. So, and I thought I was done, but I proceeded in doing a Master of Science in Applied Statistics, where I gained, where my area of concentrations were time series and forecasting modeling, probability theorem, and survivor analysis. I then get again employment in a pharmaceutical company where I worked there for a couple of years, and my husband was transferred to the United States. Yes, I met my husband in England. We got married. His name is Dr. John Ajongwen. While in the United States, I was working in the pharmaceutical sector still, and in the drug development sector first. While doing that, I decided to enhance my education. I continued my education, and I gained my PhD in biomedical informatics. My thesis was the modeling of clinical decision for the management of heart failure patients. And I continued to go into public health, where I had a degree in public health, a master in public health, they call it MPH. My concentration in that degree was in clinical epidemiology. So yes, I'm a public health specialist trying to prevent diseases and look at different stages of diseases, which we did a lot of disease from chronic to infectious disease. And in a nutshell, that's me. I met my husband in England. We got married. We have a couple of children. And my kids always say, Mommy, we don't think you're done with education. So we actually had a bet with my kids. That's why I actually stopped going to school. But in my bucket list of things, I was hoping to do a degree in theology, one in law and one in medicine. But now that my kids have taken over, they are gaining this education, I want to move on to do different things that I'm passionate about. As you mentioned, I just came to Nigeria not long ago, that we came with one of the other founder, Mama Janet, to do a 3 weeks outreach, free medical outreach to some of the internally displaced people and some of the refugees. So that's my heart desire right now. Yes, I've worked in the pharmaceutical company for over 30 years. And in the last 20, I've been working in the diagnosis sector, where I help them to design their clinical studies to ascertain good data so that we can ascertain that the assay, the reagent that me and you are going to use is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I work in different therapeutic areas, from oncology to human women health, to infectious disease, to cardiology, and to internal medicine, to name a few. So that's me in a nutshell. Let me not take a lot of time. I'm now resident in the United States, Hillsborough, New Jersey, with my family. We love sports. We love to have fun. We love to have a lot of big family gathering and party. Thank you, Pastor Paul, for giving me this platform to introduce myself.
Because of the last part of your introduction, the section, I am going to play one video and all your viewers that you unpass this company, since you and your family love sports. But I will close. I'll play the video. Now, thank you for this book. In clinical epidemiology, I did the course too. Me, not only you, me too, I have a background on epidemiology. Yeah. Now, I will give you the follow-up questions is ONPASSIVE.
When I joined ONPASSIVE, and the day after Thanksgiving in November 2020, for those of you who don't know, Thanksgiving is a holiday that we're celebrating here in the US that typically takes place on the third Thursday of the month. So, and 2020 was when we had the COVID pandemic. So we're all at home. And one of my little sisters, I call her my little sister from another mother, sent me this WhatsApp text. And I look at it, say join, I click, say join, put in email, first name, last name, email, $97. So I call her, said, what is this about? He said, some IT thing. That's what he said. So I said, oh, IT, $97. I said, do I need to recruit anybody? He said, no. I said, do I need to be paying subscription out of my pocket? She said, no. I said, what are they doing? She said, they're developing IT product. I said, anything IT? Why not? What is $97? If I made a family dinner here to call people to come and eat, it will be more than $97. And what the else will just be waste. Buy waste will be what? Empty on the stomach. So I decided to join. And I was the one that went to the website and called her to explain, but not to go into that area. When I joined, I was one of the lucky ones as I just joined. I sent my own link to all my children and my husband. I said, you guys have to join this. My husband joined December 1st because I joined on the 30th. And after he joined, and he had to follow up my kids because, you know, the young people don't join things, and they finally joined. But we were lucky. Mr. Ash had a corporate meeting, so we invited. On his sick bed, which he had COVID, his was worse. He was playing the corporate meeting by himself. And he said, after the meeting, he said, please share it to the rest of the family and our community. So I started sharing. And I attended 1 or 2 webinars on that first week. And I'm like, I need a webinar that I can make things easy, simple to my community. We don't have to start at this point to go into technicality, but just to make it simple. Why it's good for you to become a founder? Why do you want to take this chance? Follow me blindly, and let's go on the journey. So December 15, 2020, I called a few founders. We started a meeting, and the rest is history. I've been running a Zoom meeting on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sunday from December 15, 2020 up to this point. We recently suspended our Saturday meeting 3 weeks ago, and we are going to resume it when we have the reseller position start. And Pastor Paul, you know, we finally collaborated with ONPASSIVE Nigeria and Deep Dive and the Dream team, and we've been working together. That is how I came into ONPASSIVE. And let me tell you, the journey has been a life changer in the sense that I sleep and dream ONPASSIVE.
Okay, now, chipping. What is the motivation? What is the motivation? And all round committed.
Yeah, in the beginning, my motivation was to make sure that our community doesn't miss this opportunity to become a founder. That was the beginning when I joined. And we all know that founding position ended June of this year. And you can say, okay, we don't have founding position. Why are you still running this meeting? So my continuous motivation is to get the founders engaged, to know what is happening, the next step, so that they are ready. And as we know, the next step for us to be ready to make sure we activate our account and ready to go. So I keep the motivation because I don't want our founders that have been on this journey for more than 2 years not to be engaged and lose out in the website. So the whole idea is for us to keep getting them engaged, make sure that we don't lose them. And as we move to the next phase, we will continue to make sure that our community is engaged, right? So right now we started, the motivation was to make sure our loved ones, our community, our frenemies, whoever wants to be a founder, have the desire to be a founder, to come on board. We have done that. But right now we're continuing to show them the benefit of all the products that ONPASSIVE has developed and is going to develop to our community, for them to be engaged, for them to know that it's actually coming. Because, you know, us human beings, we forget that we plant cocoa, want to harvest tomatoes. Cocoa takes like 10 years to get ready. Tomatoes is a short crop. We forget that we plant cocoa. And we're like, why is the cocoa not ready? It's not tomatoes, it's cocoa. So we want to make them to understand the process, to understand that we are on time, we are not late, and to understand that we are getting there and we're already there. That's why the motivation is there to keep it going. Thank you. I know, Pastor Paul, you're calling from the village. I know the internet has not been the best, but I don't know if you heard me. If you heard me, we can move on to the next question. Thank you. I know you're connecting today from Benue State, not from Abuja. And sorry, guys, Pastor Paul, internet has kicked him up. He will join us momentarily. So Pastor Paul will join us momentarily. We were talking about ONPASSIVE, why the engagement, why are we so engaged? Why are we still running Zoom to get our founders engaged, to get all of them know that we are getting to the next phase. They should start making sure that everything is ready for them for the next phase. Welcome back, Pastor Paul. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. But going to be fine. Now, can you? Hello, Doc.
Yes, I can hear you.
Now, this question is serious, and you have done a lot to your people back home and in diaspora. Now, on the more assurance and tens of thousands of your people that are already there in that prospective ones. How did you look at the confidence level of the confidence? How do you company transforming in a few years from now? So
yeah, so Pastor Paul, if I heard you correctly, you're asking how ONPASSIVE can transform our African continent. I think ONPASSIVE can transform our African continent immensely in the sense that ONPASSIVE can generate work for people that doesn't have work, that will give them financial freedom to take care of their children, to take care of their bills, to take care of their environment. And as you said, we're moving to the next phase. The founders, if we work together, we can see that we can transform our community, right? So we look at it, they said, oh, people kidnap people or do that. Why are they doing it? Some of them are doing it to get some finances. Every human being likes to have something to do. They like the dignity of a job that is legal. So if ONPASSIVE create employment, ONPASSIVE create financial independence, there will be no crime. So crimes will reduce, okay? Safety will, the fear to walk around, so safety will increase, and children will be more educated. And some of the people are graduates. They've graduated, but they cannot find employment because they don't have the means. With ONPASSIVE, with me and you, with how many founders that we have in Africa, we'll create jobs for them. If we open schools, we employ teachers. If we open hospitals, we employ doctors and medical personnel. So the way I look at it in the next couple of years, if we work with the motto of the mantra of the company, that we say it's a company with a heart, that we say we should help the unforgotten, that we say we should help our community. If we do that, in the next couple of years, our continent, Africa, will be transformed because people will be employed, people will have money to take care of their needs, then people will not have to commit crimes. Crime will reduce, safety will improve, education will improve. Africans are very smart people. We're here, both of us are from Africa. If given the opportunity, they have developed a lot of things. They are very smart people. They just need the right environment, the right opportunity to operate. So I see ONPASSIVE through the founders and eventually through the reseller, giving a lot of African financial independence and resources to sponsor their children, to take care of their needs, to take care of their health needs, to take care of their environment. I see ONPASSIVE doing a great thing in Africa. Thank you.
Oh, right. Thank you. I think we're moving, and we will soon be done. We have been talking about what ONPASSIVE is going to do, multiple products. It's your own favorite.
Pastor Paul, and we know that ONPASSIVE has developed and is still going to develop a lot of digital and physical products, which all of them is going to do something, right? And it's hard to pick a favorite, but I'm going to pick a favorite. As you see, my background, extensive background in education. So I believe that knowledge is power, and everybody should have equal opportunity to study, to attain the level that their heart desire. So I look at Academy to be one of my favorite products, especially somebody from the African continent, because then our kids, our brothers and sisters, will not be trying to go through the Mediterranean Sea to go to Europe, and which some of them die on the way, or coming to the Amazon forest to come to America, which some of them die on the way. Some of our parents and law firm will not be selling landed properties, borrowing money to send people abroad, which they can sit at the comfort of their home and get good education in any area of their choice. And ONPASSIVE, we know, builds products that are integrated. So my next product will be O-Connect. We will be integrated in our O-Academy. So a student in Africa will not see that, oh, I want to study this course. The best course the best place that I can get this course in the world is in Japan. And I said, but I don't know Japanese. That has been taken care of, because with O-Academy integrated in our products, the person can sit there and comfortably do the course in Japan, the instructor teaching Japanese, and their understanding in their local language. That is a big, big plus for us Africans, that our children can sit in the comfortable zone. Not only rich people will have the education, but everybody will have equal opportunity to be educated using O-Academy. And for those in the remote areas, we have the O-Bless. Just imagine, we have 1.4 million founders. If you run a course, a genuine course, and everybody just give 50 cents, that's a lot of money to open that hospital in that village, to open good roads, and to provide good education. So that is my three most, I know you asked for one, favorite product, because they're all connected. Thank you. Again, as I said, sorry, today, today's session, Pastor Paul is calling from Benin State. His internet has not been stable. We are talking about ONPASSIVE here on the ONPASSIVE Daily Trumpet. We're talking about the products. We're talking about how ONPASSIVE is going to help our continent in Africa. And we are just saying how can we bless our loved ones. As I've said, ONPASSIVE will transform Africa from the product it's developing and from us, the founder, that have the heart to change. We know our CEO always said that if there were how many Mother Teresas, we can imagine what the world will be. So we are being given that opportunity as founders to be that Mother Teresa in our community, to go out there, change life, and touch life. So as we wait for Pastor Paul's internet to come back, sorry, today I
am back.
Okay, Pastor Paul is back. And yes. Pastor Paul, over to you.
Okay, your advice for the people as against, what do you, those founders already that they have their family members that have not been able to jump on board before the June 22nd. How do you tell them to maximize the 72 hours remaining to get their families in? Can you give with 1 minute talk to them?
Yes, for our founders that are in and still have the opportunity or have the resources to get more accounts, remember, take the accounts that you can afford. Our CEO said that one account is sufficient for a family, but we know that we have work to do in Africa, a lot of work. For founders that want more position or want to get position for their family members and loved ones, you can contact some of the great leaders. In Nigeria, you know, Pastor Paul is a great leader there. You can contact him and he will direct you how to do that. So we are in such a good place now, and we hope that everybody can maximize the last 72 hours to become a founder, because that's the cream of the cream, to be a founder in this great company. We just so in a place that you can never imagine. So reach out to leaders, There in Nigeria, Pastor Paul is one of the great leaders that has been doing a good job there in Nigeria. and you can reach out to him within the next, before Monday the 31st, and he will direct you how you can get that. Thank you.
Okay. Now, we have come to almost the end of this show. But I promised from the beginning when you said you and your family love sports. So I want to play one video. We are ending with that video. You are going to tell us what did you know about that video, so that those that love sport like you and your family will know how to shine their eyes, waiting for the outcome of that video. So let's stay tuned. All right. Okay. Now, okay.
ONPASSIVE. We promised our founders, as always, we over-delivered. Stay tuned for much more to come. We are preparing to deploy some of the most robust and creative marketing campaigns ever done by a business in any sector. Proudly, we are announcing our partnership with beIN Sports as a sponsor of the live streaming of the biggest sports event in the world. ONPASSIVE will be featured in all of the games of this exciting season. We are the champions, and we just keep winning. It's fun time.
Yeah, Pastor Paul, let me tell you.
Okay.
As I said,
okay.
My family is into sports. I support Liverpool.
Welcome back. Wait, hold on. Welcome back. Before you talk on this video, I want to let you know so that you have some background information. In Nigeria here and all over the places, a lot of people have been calling. They have been asking from India, from Africa, from everywhere. How is this going? Is it going to be? Why? How? The company that is here to come to the public, how does it go that far to run this partnership with this great event? So can you tell us more about this video, please?
Well, Pastor Paul, that is why you say that ONPASSIVE is a company with a difference, right? A company that goes ahead to create awareness, to create their brand, to know that is bold to say, look, we are coming. And we are not only coming, we are coming strong. We are coming to shake the world. We are coming to disrupt the internet. We are coming to change your life. If you know what a World Cup football, Americans call it soccer, football means, and for a company that is not launched yet and is doing a marketing campaign on that platform, you know that this is a great move. This is a company that knows what they are doing. This is a company that is doing things that has never been done before. It's not the same stethoscope of, okay, let's launch, then let's start advertising ourselves. No, let's tell them we are coming. They are bold. As I said, we love sport. I'm a Liverpool supporter. My husband is an Arsenal supporter. And I will tell you that we are a football lover, soccer for America, but they call it football for the rest of the world. We'll all be watching this. And can you believe how 5.something billion or so, if I get the statistics right, billion of people, let me just say billion, of people will be watching World Cup. And they'll be seeing ONPASSIVE. And they'll be like, what is this coming? And let me tell you, for those that are founders, your life will change because a lot of customer resellers will be coming to ONPASSIVE. And remember, the only way that they can come to ONPASSIVE is through you, the founder. So you'll be known, you'll be the haunted. You'll be the haunted, and you'll be haunted for life. And we are in a great place. The greatest shape of our life is coming. Our life has changed forever. Let's keep dreaming big. Let's keep thinking big. ONPASSIVE is here to change our life. And for those that still have the opportunity, the last 72 hours, please come on board as a founder. If not, you come in as a reseller or customer and then reseller. And thank you,
Oh,
Pastor
right.
Paul, for sharing that. I'm waiting. November 20th is round the corner. So I'm excited. You can see that. I'm excited, as one of my brother Derek would say. So thank you for this great opportunity to be on your show today. We know, everybody, we know we had a little bit of internet issues. Pastor Paul is calling from the village, not in Abuja. You open know the struggle in Africa, but we're praying that ONPASSIVE will change this, because this is the next phase. I know our CEO is full of surprises, and I believe he will tackle internet in the near future. Thank you.
Okay, I hope you and your husband belonging to two different European league. I hope know the box yourself for us, because when they fight themselves for Nigeria here, when this one win, this one lost, they'll start fighting. I hope you and
that's what spice. That's what spice is when we are watching the game together. We are on opposite side and we root to opposite team just to make it spiceful, and we have fun as a family. Thank you.
I want to be sure. Now, let's visit our chat room for those that have given a shout out to you. Let me call them.
So maybe at this point, you can just switch your video to maximize your bandwidth.
He has been, greeting you and your lovely presentation. Always here with us. We have Yvonne. And we have a lot of them. Yinka Omotoye. We have Rose Motabi from South Africa. That is one and only Mama Rose. Yes, she's here from South Africa. Kusha Pegu is here from India. Okay, so many of them, they are here. Babu, Sava Babu from India is here. Sister Debbie from Chicago. Yeah, Sister Debbie is in the house. And she's given a big shout out to you. Udofia Akpa, my chairman from Abuja, is right in the house. And she says you have done perfectly today. They love your presentation, and all of them are giving you kudos. We have Sayo Skuya from India. We have and Mama from BD. We have Uzoma Obudu from Abuja. And we have a lot of them, and Chia Sudhir. So they really love the way you handle the ONPASSIVE today, and I believe they are going home to make sure their loved one, family, and friends, they slot them in with a little consideration from our CEO to make sure that family and friends find their way in because of our sacrifices all along. So thank you so much. It's been a great time with you, and I would love to have more of you, Doc.
Thank you, Pastor Paul. Hopefully we can reschedule another session when you have a stable internet, but I want to thank all the people that are out there that have connected with us today. Shout out to my South African mamas, shout out to my Dream Team members, shout out to my Niger members, shout out to my global family. Thank you for coming and bearing with us today, even with the internet instability, but you were there hanging on to support us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.